Hello there. Real quick, that this is not to discourage you, because I want us to be clear about that first, okay? Um, you gotta been in this place for a long time, okay? Now listen, you got good ideas, baby. You got good ideas. Your execution is not as good, okay? Your follow through not as good. The ideas though are great. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody, and that doesn't mean it's not for you. But right now, these last few months, few years, you know what I'm talking about. Baby, it ain't been working for you, okay? And you doing a lot of robbing Peter to pay Paul. Okay, you done got yourself in some mess, and it's time for you to get a job. You hear me? You just gonna need to get a job for a little while. Okay, it don't mean your ideas ain't good. Okay, it don't mean that maybe one day you could be a good entrepreneur. But you have proven to yourself and everybody else that you owe money to, okay, that it ain't working right now. Okay, it ain't worked for a while. It actually has never worked yet. Doesn't mean it won't ever work. But right now you need to go to work. You're gonna need to get a job, okay? And then keep working towards it, but at least you'll have a job while you are pursuing that thing. But right now, you need to get a job, baby. All right? That's it. I love you. Now go about your business, okay? Have a good night. Tomorrow, have a good day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's here. Don't be mad.
So apparently, black women are mad at Tabitha Brown. Obviously, we know that Tabitha Brown has a product company in which she's made millions of dollars and all of that other stuff. And then we know that, the whole black people target boycott, who knows, whatever. But they're mad at Tabitha Brown because they're saying that she's tone deaf by telling them as an entrepreneur, and I'm assuming that Tabitha Brown had a job while she was building her companies, telling women to go get a job, or telling people, she didn't even say who it was, telling people to go get a job while they built their business, and saying that basically it's okay to get a job. I'm not registering where the issue is. Why is everybody pissed off at Tabitha Brown and saying that she's tone deaf to people by telling them to go get a job if this is what they want to do? People really don't get this entrepreneurial life. It is very, 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 very difficult. I myself have caught in flack for some of the businesses that I may have started and then decided that I didn't want to do it anymore and moved over and pivoted. And it's like, you can't give anybody advice, even though you've been uber successful. Her in particular, I think that because she's the face of her own company, a lot of times people are overly critical of everything that she say. And so I think that it's important for Tabitha Brown to understand her audience. And when you're talking about black women in particular, or talking to black women, they are super sensitive about everything that you say. And so there's nothing that you can say that actually satisfies them except for affirming them. And that is what they are looking for. They are looking for affirmation. They are looking for you to tell them what they want to hear in order for you to continue to sell products. And so I think that that's what Tabitha Brown should continue to do. She should give them what they want instead of giving them what they need. Because when you give people what they need and you tell them the truth, then they will absolutely go off and scold you for it. They will hate you for it. They will despise you for telling them and giving them any type of insight that would allow for them to be more successful. If you tell women that they need to get a job, that is almost as bad as telling a woman that no man should ever date a single mother that does not have kids himself and take care of another man's child. It's sacrilege. It's against the rules. It's against the black woman law, not against the law, but against the black woman law. And so now you see a second or third wave of backlash from women that have pledged to turn off the Tabitha Brown motivational speeches and possibly even no longer buy her products because they were going out of their way to support her. And I'm not sure if they were looking at her products because they're actually good or because, they just think that it's important to support your own. At some point, if you don't play the game, at some point, everybody will turn against you because they are looking at not the message that you are giving, not the fact that you are the person that is probably best able to give them the message, but they will be looking at your pocketbook and questioning the messenger instead of the message itself. And so this is what Tabitha Brown is experiencing. She's stuck between a rock and a hard place because black women do not, and women in general, but certainly black women, most of them that I've experienced do not necessarily care for being held accountable. And so now Tabitha Brown has become public enemy number one. And don't let me try to explain it to you. I'll let them explain it to you.
Let me break it down for y'all who are confused as to why people are upset at Tabitha Brown. When we watch these influencers and content creators basically go from rags to riches, what we don't realize or what we don't see happening behind the scenes is their removal from our everyday experiences. They become so far removed from how we experience the job market and how we experience the economy, hell, how we are affected by the presidency. And they become tone deaf to the point that they feel like they can tell us how to exist in that experience.
It's Trump's fault.
Tabitha Brown is not experiencing the job market the way we are experiencing it. And when she got up here and begged us not to boycott Target so that she could keep selling her products, maybe we should have told her she needed to go get a job. I understand the message. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. And social media, especially since 2020, has been selling fucking dreams. And the message is sometimes it's not going to work. You have to go get a job. But I ain't never heard nobody say they sat down in the job. They wanted the job of their dreams just fell in their fucking lap. We've never heard it.
I didn't even know that that's what the message was that Tabitha Brown is trying to emphasize. Or is she taking this on herself?
She used to Uber. That's entrepreneurship, honey. You're not getting a W-2. You're getting a 1099 at the end of the year. Why was you
Do you see how angry they are?
out doing Uber? Because you lost your job. And I guess it wasn't easy for you to find another one. So you had to rely on entrepreneurship. You are not experiencing the job market, the economy, the presidency the same way us everyday Americans are. So the message, while it may have been right, it was definitely the wrong messenger. And the only people that are upholding her in this are the same classes, people that feel like they can tell people who are less than them what the fuck they can do to be better than.
It's a us against them now. It's a class war. Got it.
To be better than their situation they're in now. It is definitely classism. I don't need a millionaire to get on here and tell me to pull myself up by the motherfucking bootstraps. Get on here and quote your Bible verses and sell your hair care products. Get on here and make vegan potato salad. But don't get on here and tell me how to exist in the world in a way you don't even have to experience it.
So it doesn't matter what you've been through. The only thing that matters is the fact that you're not experiencing it now. It doesn't matter that you're actually telling them the right thing. The only thing that matters is, are you the right messenger? And so what you have to understand as entrepreneurs when y'all become successful is that there is no right messenger at all. If I tell people, and I do on a regular basis because I just truly don't give a fuck, so I'm going to say what I'm going to say regardless. If I tell people, hey man, you need to go ahead and level up and do what you got to do and take care of your business, oh, you so far removed. It doesn't matter what I failed at. It don't matter if I went broke before. It don't matter if I was raised in the inner city of Detroit. Don't matter what I've been through. Don't nobody care, because if you get successful, they want motivation. They don't want accountability. And that is what we've experienced in our community. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Hanley 40% off your first order, 20% off of life. Let me know what y'all think about Tabitha Brown.